I first went to Pakistan in 1985. I went to the Staff College in Quetta, and when I say we went to Pakistan, so my wife and I and our two young daughters. And from the minute we arrived, we could not have been made more welcome. From when we arrived in Rawalpindi to in that first 10 days, I think we were out every night and dinners, lunches. After about 10 days, we were allowed to go down to Lahore. And again, very different into Lahore for when we actually then went 2 weeks later up into Quetta. We were fortunate to travel all over Pakistan, but I think as a family, our fondest memory was actually when we drove from Islamabad to Gilgit and Hunza and drove up the Swat Valley with the Himalayas on our right. We went to the Swat Valley, we went to Gilgit and Hunza. We also went to the Khyber Pass, and again we went to villages. Again, we stopped. People gave us tea, chai. We could not have been made more welcome, and it was just so special. All right, Staff College Quetta is very much like, as it was at the time, the British Army Staff College in Camberley. We were training young majors, or were trained as young majors, how to lead at the operational level. So if you compare it to business, we were being taught how to lead leaders. So the system is the same in all armies. You start off in the British Army at Sandhurst. You're taught how to lead a platoon of about 40 and how to operate and fight with them. And as you get more senior, you are leading leaders. And it was just an amazing time. And then later on, we go to the Royal College of Defence Studies, which is here in London in Belgrave Square at Seaford House. There are always 2 or 3 Pakistani officers on the course, and that is when you're being prepared to be promoted to general, but there are about 80 different nations on the course, and you're meeting people from Africa, Asia, South America, as well as all Americans, Canadians, Australians, French, German, and you look at issues from around the world and how do you solve them together. My fondest memories were, I wouldn't want to single out any particular part of Pakistan, but actually it was the diversity of the 4 provinces and how different they were. But I think the culture was the same, that people welcomed us into their homes as family. Chai was produced, food was produced, and nothing was too much effort to do. We still now look after and support a family in Quetta, and they helped look after us when we were there. And that's what it does. It brings people together and you begin to understand each other. And I think that's what's so important in the world. And if you travel around, I think the same values are so important. I think if you are trustworthy, hardworking, and the importance of family. I mean, it's a great privilege to be asked to be chair of the Pakistan Society. The society was first formed in 1951, and the education was the basis of it, based very much on culture and all areas of culture, food, artwork, music. I would like to take that education a bit further and try and raise money to pay for open university degrees for disadvantaged young Pakistanis in both Pakistan and in the United Kingdom. Now, we're at the beginning of that journey. We're not going to forget the importance of how we were formed in 1951, but any charity needs to move forward, and that's where I'm keen to take it. But I need to get the support of everybody, and actually not only my own board as trustees, I need to clear with them, but also the wider British Pakistan diaspora as well. I have traveled around the country and I've got quite a lot of British Pakistani friends. They are successful businessmen, they work hard, and they are adding a lot to our society. I don't think that's realized, and that's something that I would like to make sure that people understand, what the wider British Pakistani diaspora is doing and the great value they're adding for this country.